A very good morning to all of you all today. So, who's joining with us? So, today is the third day of our Brainstorming University of Faculty edition. And so, we have today we have University of Western Australia joining with us. This university is situated in Perth, and this is one of the prestigious universities, which is one of the group of 8 universities. Today we have Mr. Roshan with us, who is the Regional Manager South Asia. So he'll be addressing about the UWA School of Law. So he'll just cover about the programs which they offer along with scholarships and all. And so if you all have any questions, just feel free to put it on the comment section so that towards the end of the session, we can just have some Q&As as well. So over to you, Roshan.
Thank you very much, Charuni. A very good morning, everyone. My name is Roshan. I'm one of the regional managers at the University of Western Australia. So today we are going to cover only about the university's School of Law. So before we get into the School of Law, let me take this opportunity to give you a brief understanding about who we are and where we are located. The University of Western Australia offers undergraduate, postgraduate research and PhD programs. And it's also one of the group of 8 universities in terms of the ranking. We are ranked top 72. To be precise, it's 72nd as per QS World Rankings 2024. We're also a member of Group of 8. We are #1 for graduate employability in Western Australia, and this is as per the ratings of US Graduate Employability Rankings 2022. We've got 5-star rating for teaching quality, and that's as per the Good Universities Guide 2022. We're doing very well in terms of the student experience as well, with 79.5% positive overall learning, and that's again the QILT Student Experience Survey of 2021. In terms of the global connections and industry partnerships, we're doing very well. We've got close to 4,500 plus industry partnerships. So let's dive in deep about the University School of Law. As we all understand, accreditations are very important, and the University's School of Law has got the full accreditation with the Australian Law School standards. And this is very important because this applies to majority of the programs. A brief about the University School of Law. It's the Western Australia's premier law school. We are ranked top 150 law schools in the world. This is as per the QS 2023 rankings. 90 years of excellence. Yes, it's the first law school established in Western Australia and the 5th oldest in Australia. And there are a lot of notable alumni. One of the prime ministers of Australia is also an alumni of UWA's law school. A governor of Western Australia, state ministers, we had the justices of Supreme Court of Western Australia. We also had a Young Australian of the Year, Rhodes Scholars, and more. These are a few of the notable alumni of the law school. We're not going to cover a lot of programs today, so I'm going to have a few programs in focus. In terms of the undergraduate programs, we do 3 different majors. We do a major in criminology, we do a major in law and society. Business law is the third major that's available with the undergraduate programs. So in terms of the requirements from Sri Lanka, anyone with 9.8 to 9 points would be able to get a direct entry into the bachelor's programs. And of course, we've got pathway options as well. That just for your understanding, these are the 3 majors available in terms of the bachelor's degrees. And the most important part of this presentation is the postgraduate programs. Well, we've got 3 different options for anyone who's coming up with a bachelor's degree, be it a degree from Sri Lanka, be it an LLB from Sri Lanka, or if it is an overseas degree as well. For example, an undergraduate degree from a UK university or any other university for that matter. As long as they have a bachelor's degree in law, they would be able to explore all the postgraduate programs taught at the University of Western Australia with a specialization in law. So the top 2 programs are the Master of Law and Master of Legal Practice. Today, we are going to emphasize more on the Master of Legal Practice. And of course, anyone who would want to explore a postdoctoral program. We've also got the Doctor of Juridical Sciences, which is a slightly extended program. So in terms of the Master of Legal Practice, which is the program that we're covering today, It's primarily available for anyone with a law degree. It has to be a law degree, and so basically, what happens is they will have to go through an assessment by the Legal Practice Board of Western Australia, and the advantage is that post graduating with this Master of Legal Practice, students will be able to practice as lawyers, which is governed by the Legal Practice Board of Western Australia. So students can actually practice as lawyers post completing this Master of Legal Practice program. So in terms of the intakes, we've got an intake in February, and July 24 is still open. If you wish to apply for July 2024, it's still open to apply. The average tuition fee is about 45,100, and there are scholarships available as well, which I will cover during the later part of this presentation. Uh, like I said earlier, it is structured primarily for people with a law degree from any other country. They will have to go through an assessment, and the Legal Practice Board will be advising them if they have to take any extra units of study in order to be admitted to practice law in the state of Western Australia. And and of course, they if there are any further requirements, there is something called as PLT as well, which they have to undergo. There are certain cases where they'll have to do a specific period of PLD, and then they can practice as a lawyer. So I don't have a lot of information as to exactly how to apply, but what I have here is the actual application form, which is available from IDP if you wish to apply. So basically, you will be required to fill in an application form, which is the LPB form A8, and then you will have to attach all your transcripts from your previous study, which is a law degree, and then you'll have to pay an application fee of 320 AUD, and this is collected by the Legal Practice Board of Western Australia. So you're paying this for the assessment by LPBWA. And in terms of the English requirement, yes, we need an IELTS score of 7.0 and a minimum of 6.5 in all the individual bands, including reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So we do not accept PTE for this course. So just make sure that you are meeting the English requirement, which is 7 overall, and then you need 6.5 across all the bands. So how affordable are we for this program? Yes, the tuition fee is about $45,000. There are 3 different scholarships available. If you have a full GPA, you get about 12,000 AUD. But if your GPA is about 3.34 on a 4 scale, you get about $10,000. If your GPA is about 3, then you get about $6,000 per year. So the maximum scholarship that you can expect is about $20,000, and this is for the entire duration of 2 years. And undergrad, like I said, there are 3 specialization. If they want to specialize in criminology or the other 2 specializations, they will also be eligible for a scholarship, which is about 6,000, 10,000, and 12,000. And if you are doing GCA levels from Sri Lanka, all you need is 10 points for 6,000, 12 points for 10,000, and 15 points for $12,000. So scholarships are available. And for the undergrad, the maximum scholarship available is $36,000 AUD. And for the minimum that you can expect is about $6,000. In case if you are not meeting the scholarship requirements, we are still offering this $5,000, which is the International Student Award. So if you wish to apply for the International Student Award, you, I mean, it's automated. You don't have to fill in a separate application form. In case if you're not qualifying for the scholarship, the International Student Award will be automatically applicable. And that's it for my side, but I'm open to have your questions in case if you have any questions. Over to you, Sharni.
Thank you, Roshan, for the presentation. And basically, there were some insights about how to apply for the legal practice program, which would be really helpful for the students. So we have just one question so far. So it's basically now you refer to certain scholarships, Roshan. So in that, in order for the student to maintain, now this is for the entire duration. So in that case, for the student to maintain the scholarship, will they have to have a certain GPA which they will have to achieve throughout, or is there any sort of conditions on that?
See, ideally for undergraduation, they need to meet this, 7 GPA expectations. But for post-graduation, as long as they are able to pass all the subjects, that should not be a problem. So ideally, when they sign the scholarship agreement, it is valid for the complete duration of the course. However, if there is any, if a student is missing out on a subject, then in that case, there could be some issues, but then as long as they are meeting the specified GPA for undergraduation, and then if they are able to clear through all their subjects as they progress in their post-graduation, there are no challenges at all. They don't have to maintain a certain GPA.
Okay, right. Okay, that's clear. Thank you for that, Roshan. So let's just see if we do have any other queries coming up as well.
So the LPB assessment, right? There is a website for this one. So what I would encourage is before they apply, they can Google LPBWA, which is the Legal Practice Board of Western Australia. That has got a lot of information. They can download the form, which is the LPB form A8. There are a lot of other information as well, how to get the form filled up. And if they have any queries, they can directly write to inquiries at lpbwa.org, and they will be able to respond. So all that it takes is the few weeks they need for the LPB assessment. In fact, if they wish to apply for July 2024, they don't have to wait for the LPB assessment to be done. Initially, they can meet an IDP counselor, get the application submitted, and they get a conditional offer letter. LPB assessment will be mentioned as one of the conditions. So meanwhile, they can do it concurrently if they want to do the LPB assessment and the application, because meanwhile, the offer will be done, the conditional offer will be done, and the LPB assessment will also be in progress. So they are not missing out on the time.
Okay, so now do you have any idea, Roshan, of how long will this for the assessment
LPB.
to complete the
Well,
LPB?
based on the feedbacks from the students, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks. So it depends on what, if all the documents are complete, I think they don't take more than 3 weeks.
Okay, right.
So that is why I emphasize on applying first and get the conditional offer letter, so that, the timeline is matched, because, we understand the process. Initially they get the conditional offer letter. They can prepare all their financial documents, get their visa documents in place. As soon as the assessment outcome comes in, then you can straight away go ahead and accept the offer letter.
All right. Okay. So, would there be any other specifications for IELTS when it comes to this? I mean, the higher requirement or?
Yes, my friend. So it is about 7 overall, and 6.5 in each band. So that's the requirement for IELTS.
All right. And for Master of Law, also this will be the same thing?
Master of Law is the same thing. But you know what? Personally, I may not encourage students, if they really wish to do a 2-year degree, then Master of Legal Practice would be the ideal option, because Master of Law is only for 1 year. So,
Okay.
and it doesn't lead to practice. So, if a student is, okay to do just a 1-year degree, and if they just want to understand law, then in that case, Master of Law would still be okay. But what I'm worried about is the duration, because if it is only 1 year, in case if they are applying for TR or the post-study work permit, then that would be a challenge, because it's only a 1-year degree. But then legal practice, Master of Legal Practice is for 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, right. So that's great. So I think we don't have any questions at the moment, Roshan. So it seems to be all clear enough. But then let's say, of course, there would be any other queries. So the students still can put it on the comment section. So we'll probably, if there's anything, we can just come back to you for any sort of clarifications if it's very much specific where we might need your assistance on it. So we then can refer to you again as well, Roshan. And thank you so much, actually, because there are so much students who are interested in continuing their law programs, because most of the universities, they don't provide a 2 years program into law. So having a Master of Legal Practice and where they can practice as well afterwards, that's really a good program with UWA students can pursue.
Sure, thank you. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank IDP and our lovely team at IDP for organizing this session. Students, IDP is one of our valued partners in Sri Lanka. So if you wish to study not just law, for any other programs, be it IT or engineering or sciences, technology, undergraduate, postgraduate research, or even PhD, you can reach out to IDP, and the intake for July is still open. If you wish to apply, with the scholarships, etc., IDP is the place that you should reach out to. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to seeing you at UWA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roshan. Thank you so much for all the information and insights that you have given to us on this. So maybe we'll meet you up again on another session, Roshan. Thank you so much.
Sure. Take care, Charuni and Chamindri. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you.